What's the confidence level in your room now, with just how everything's going the last few weeks?
It's really in a good spot. Proud of the guys for really embracing where we were, being able to come together. Obviously, having Rasheed back and Xavier back is a big part of that. We're realistic when we go through that, but now that you have them back and you're full, let's use that. Let's roll. And the guys have been great. The confidence level, the positivity, the excitement, the fun, like every positive. Now, there's going to be some times where some things happen where maybe something doesn't work as great as you want it to, or so we got to rebound from that. But the word that we've been preaching and using all the last couple of weeks is consistency. Never get too high. And Coach Reed's the master at that, making sure that we just stay right here and then go out and just execute.
You haven't really skipped a beat. There's been some things on the line, right? Josh has been gone, and Juwan got a little bit hurt last week, but you guys have taken starters out at that point. But how good has that been? Because last year was so tough.
Yeah.
It didn't matter really who's up in front there. You guys are doing all right.
It's been good. It's been really well. The guys are prepared. That's a part of the deal there, is to make sure that you're prepared, make sure you understand your role. And then I think like a guy like Caliendo comes in and does a great job stepping in last week. So these guys are ready. They practice the right way. And then when you have really being good in the red zone last week, being great situationally, third and fourth down, and then protecting the football, you got to take advantage of that. So we want to keep that going. We want to show. You also have to be careful, in my opinion, of when you win, some of the stuff that you're not doing right getting deodorized by winning. So you got to make sure that you stay on top of that. And on Monday when they come back in, you show them what we didn't do right and how we need to make sure that just because we won, that's not okay. We need to stay on top of that.
How will Rasheed's playtime continue to expand this week?
I feel like it'll be very similar, if not more. We'll give him as much as he can and wants to go. I think more of it than anything is just it's a lot to come back in and play right away and play 60 snaps. So we'll have a feel on how the game goes, but as much as we can get him in and keep him in, we'll do that.
Along those same lines, with Worthy and Rice and Hollywood, the Chiefs' offense seems to be based more on 12 personnel packages. But with those three, how does that open up the option for more 11 personnel?
It's a great question. The 11 personnel is really good when you have the amount of wide receivers that we have, let alone those three guys you just mentioned. Being able to go 12 personnel, 13 personnel, mix it up, is advantageous schematically so that you kind of keep the defenses off balance. But then when you go 12 personnel, you got two wide receivers on the field, and now you got a couple guys that are pretty talented that aren't. So there's a balance, and I think our coaching staff has done a good job and the players have been phenomenal. One of the things that really has jumped out to me this year is the unselfishness of the players. Of it's okay if I'm not in on this play if this guy's doing well. That's not always normal. We have that right now. From guys starting with Kelsey down to a guy like Thornton, who you've heard me mention. When you have that, it's such a positive environment, and it makes it really easy to go out there and just keep going, just keep dialing up plays. And if something doesn't work quite as well, you just go to the next play, and these guys are great.
How much does winning help that?
Obviously, it's big.
Yeah.
When you're not winning, it magnifies what you're doing wrong. When you're winning, it can hide what you're not doing well.
Mm-hmm.
So but when you win, in the end, you want to teach off of winning.
Right.
But in order to help win, you got to have a positive culture. You got to have that environment where people are having fun, not just on game day when you see all the stuff you see, but you got to have fun during the week. We have a ton of fun in meetings, in the right way. It's balanced and it's professional, but the guys really enjoy how we do things, and that part's been great.
Matt,
Couple more.
Matt, what's the challenge you put in front of the guys this week in the meeting room to where they keep raising that floor and the ceiling of what this offense can become by the end of the year?
To keep the execution at a high right now, which it is. The execution by these players has been great. Protect the football. That's been a key element, is making sure that with our defense that we have, if we protect the football and we score touchdowns, we're always going to be in good shape. And then never get relaxed with the details. This is a detailed offense, and so just when you think you're doing everything the right way, all of a sudden one little detail can hurt you. So I think our coaching staff, Coach Reed, all the guys, the players, they're professionals.
Blair, last one.
Thinking about Pat going against a team that has Cliff on the staff
and you guys were the first, coaches to deal with Pat after college.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what you saw Cliff's influence on him by the time he got here.
Really, really good stuff. I think that when you go back and you look at the amount of time that we invested in looking at Pat, you automatically right away go to who his coach is and what he did with him. And I have so much respect for Cliff Kingsbury as a person, as a coach, what he's done college level, professionally in the NFL. Also with Dan Quinn. Coach Quinn has been great. From the head coaching side too, what he has done that's a separate deal for me. I just really have a ton of respect for both of them. And what Cliff has done with Pat is really he used his strengths and just gave him confidence to be able to just be himself is what I saw the most. Just go cut it loose, and it's okay if you make a mistake. We'll reel it in a little bit. So he's doing that now with his quarterback in Washington, and I think that's a credit to Cliff.
Thank you, Coach.
Good?
Who's winning Saturday?
You know, rock chalk.